turns out Cochise can regenerate like Wolverine. Who knew? Yeah, I just saw Wolverine a few days ago, so that's why it's still on my mind. But anyway, hi everyone, I'm Sandrine and welcome to a new review for Follies Guys. This week's episode was Journey to Xibalba. Xibalba, according to Wikipedia, is roughly translated as Place of Fear, and it is the name of the underworld in the Maya mythology, ruled by the Maya death gods and their helpers. Wow. Very morbid. Now, I'm not really sure how that plays into the episode yet, but if you guys have any theories, let me know in the comments. I think in this week's review, I'm mostly gonna have quick thoughts because there were just little storylines here and there throughout the episode, so I just kind of want to talk about that overall. I don't think there are any specific big sections that I can separate from the rest, so that's how I'm gonna do it today. As I mentioned, we find out that Cochise, and I'm guessing the Volm in general, can regenerate. Like Wolverine. Just a little slower than Wolverine, obviously, but you know, if you leave them alone, they'll kind of repair their body, which is kind of cool. I like finding out more about the Volm. So that was nice. Next, Maggie was upset that Hal left her behind, which is what I was saying last time. It's like, why would he leave her behind? Why didn't he take her with him? And she's kind of pissed about that too, which I get. Because it didn't make sense to me, and it certainly doesn't make sense to her. So I was glad that they addressed that, because I thought that was weird. Tom still thinks that Anne and Alexis are dead, obviously, and he's kind of pissed off about it. So the Tom that was always like, you can't let hate and anger kind of take over you, he's just kind of like, yep, that's all I've got left at this point. So that's what I'm gonna hold on to. We didn't see them this episode, but since next week's the finale, I'm guessing they will make their return. Maybe at the last minute we'll find out that they're not dead or something very dramatic like that. Also, I was very glad that they addressed the fact that Tom kind of waltzed back into Charleston and they were like, you might have a bug in you. Because that's what I thought. I was like, wait a minute. He was with Karen. She could have put a bug in him. Just saying. So I'm glad they're not trusting him 100%. Next, I want to talk about Matt telling Ben that he's the only one that Karen can't kill. The way I understood it is that he's obviously stronger because of the spikes he has, but I just can't remember if there's any other reason why she wouldn't be able to kill him. So if you know, let me know in the comments, because I was wondering about that and I wasn't sure. So maybe you guys remember better than I do. Of course, the most exciting part of the episode was that they finally found out who was the mole. Thanks to Tom, and Mort is kind of slipping up in her acting like she really cared about Anne. I'm glad that has been settled because I didn't really want that to follow through into the next season. I'm just curious whether or not they're gonna try to remove the bug the same way they removed Hal's bug, but the thing is she has quite a few of them in her, so that's gonna be interesting. And of course, the most tragic part of the episode was that the Volm complex was completely destroyed along with all the Volms except for Cochise, which is so sad. Poor Cochise coming to help humans and all of his people get blown up by the Ishmeni. I gotta say, I did not see that coming. I did not expect all of the Volms to be exploded. Now it explains why we didn't see any of them except for Cochise, because it's like, well, we're gonna kill them anyway, so just get attached to him because he's gonna survive. Yeah, what the hell? Kind of like, why would you kill all of them? I wanted to meet more of them. But also it makes me wonder whether or not Cochise will be staying on for next season. I mean, depending obviously what happens in the finale. It would be interesting if he just kind of like the new inhabitant of Earth, Cochise, you know, he's just gonna stick around. That'll be fun. And finally, we're heading off into the final episode of the season, knowing that they will have to dig out the Volm weapon, which has been buried under that big complex that exploded, and all the engineers are dead. So, you know, Cochise is like, I don't know how to make that thing work. But Dr. Kadar might be able to help. Although I have to wonder how many engineers did it actually take of the Volm to run the machine, and how much does Dr. Kadar knows? Because we know he's smart, but is he really that smart? I'm guessing he will be because Otherwise, what's the point? I like Dr. Kadar, so I'm rooting for him. I'm excited that he's gonna be the one taking over the weapon, and we're gonna finally see it in action, or at least I think we're gonna see it in action. And that leads me to talking about the finale, which is next week, which is crazy. And last season, they ended with the arrival of a new alien, which we found out this season was Cochise. So now I'm wondering, what else can they possibly do this season that's gonna be crazy? I mean, how can you top that? Like, are they gonna bring another alien person? They can't totally win the war yet because we still have another season to go. So where are we going? So far, Fallen Skies has had some great finales, so I'm really looking forward to it, but I'm just almost like anxious, like what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh my god, this is gonna be exciting. And then I'm gonna be so pissed that it's over. So that's all I had for you guys today. But of course, I always wanna know what you guys think. So let me know your thoughts about the episode in the comments below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my Falling Skies reviews, which I guess is only one left, but I also do Dexter reviews and more to come. If you want more TV news, make sure to check out tvequals.com. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! I personally tend to really love those dream what if type episodes because I think it's so much fun to see characters and actors that you've come to know in the show